afternoon. This is just a quick sound check. We'll be getting started in about 2 or 3 minutes. Let me know if you hear me and if the sound is coming through okay. The music might be a little bit louder than my voice, which right now it's fine, but I don't know if the sound is Hello and welcome to a Saturday afternoon coding train episode without a train whistle or a bell, because I've been spending all this time getting myself ready to be here live on the internet, streaming and talking to you, my friends, the people around the world who are, for whatever reason, I don't know why, listening to me talk right now. And usually I blow a train whistle or I ring a bell to start things off, and I have no idea where I put those things. Which is kind of an interesting thing to note, because yesterday, which was Friday, today's Saturday, I was actually in the tutorial recording studio where I make all of the sort of sequenced content that is on this channel. And I did not have the bell and the train whistle there either. And yet, let me see if I can dig those up. Let me find them. Hold on. We'll be right back. I mean, I'm going to still be here. I'm standing up. Around. Somewhere. Move them. Boy, this is a great way to start. Ah, here they are. As you can see, this is an incredibly professional operation that I've got going here. Super prepared and organized. I've got like a teleprompter. There's like a production team of people all on the other side of this camera, all working furiously to keep this show afloat. No, it's just me in the attic with my train whistle and my bell. All right, here we are. I'm really excited about today. And what the way that I'm doing the coding train now, and so far my plan has been set into motion and it's working out well. Welcome to any new viewers. This is a YouTube channel that has both sequenced tutorials about programming the computer, as well as live streams from my attic of my home in Brooklyn, New York, where I waste an incredible amount of time not being able to figure things out that I'm trying to figure out. This show is incredibly high production value and super organized. I've been planning it all week. It's so much so that I have sponsors who I would like to just briefly shout out. Thank you to Brilliant. Brilliant is a wonderful website to help you stretch your mind and try all sorts of puzzles. It's where I get actually many of my coding challenge ideas these days. And also thank you to Notion for sponsoring the Coding Train. Notion, if you are a Coding Train member and you received something in the mail recently, you received it because I got myself organized on Notion, which is a productivity tool that you might want to check out, that you can check out at bit.ly/Notion Coding Train. Okay, now back to my camera here. I'll come back and talk about those sponsors a little bit later, a little bit more. But what am I going to do today? Today, my goal, and I've literally done absolutely nothing to prepare for this. I haven't even, I'm actually going to attempt to hang it on the wall behind me during this live stream. That's how much I am going to attempt to program the everyday calendar. Now, I have a bad feeling. Now, the everyday calendar, I have a bad feeling this is not going to work out and I'm going to end up doing something else. But at least this is my starting idea. And an octopus member. Octopus, do you have your own random number? I don't recognize your name in the Discord member chat. Fortunately, I've got my other camera right over here pointed at my random number digit book. And just in case, Octopus, if you don't have your random number, I'm going to give you one right now. Thank you for being a member of the Coding Train. As you know, with your membership of the Coding Train, you get your very own... Whoa, wait. Oh. Yeah, where's my buzzer? Look. This is a camera over here that's frozen on an image of the Million Man Digit book. Is it disconnected? What happened here? Let me see if I can fix this. I'm just going over here to my console here. Where's my I'm waiting because nothing is working music? Let's see here. How do I do this? Let's try this. Oh, look, here I am twice. Now if I put this back. There we go. A live picture of the book. It is working again. Remember, Octopus, your name is very clever. It's a pun, I think, or else you just have misspelled octopus, which would be fine because why? Why does it matter how you spell octopus? I like to spell octopus. Octopus, because octopus is so cute. And once again, I've got about 5 seconds to give you your random number, which is 13,957. That's your very own random number. I'll probably give it to somebody else by accident because I can never remember these things. But nonetheless, thank you for your support of the Coding Train. By the way, my family downstairs, I can think they can hear me. I think they think I'm completely lost it. None of them watch this. I mean, if they did, they already think that I'm completely nuts, which I am. Now, the other thing that I'm excited about is I've got my Hue lights again. At a minimum, I should be able to control them from my telephonic device over here. And no, that's the wrong button. And I'm going to go over here. And I can make pretty colors and all sorts of things happen. Now, I believe if somebody signs up to be a member, which I'm not suggesting that you need to do, that they will blink, but we'll have to wait to find out. All right. Now, right. But before I go and work on the project for today, Saturday, by the way, I'm calling this, I need a theme song. This is called Saturday Side Projects with the Coding Train. I call my side projects in my live streams on Saturdays. Before I start to work on the everyday calendar, which is a beautiful piece of art, I would say, but it's a calendar that has all sorts of wonderful features and qualities and is very unique that I'm going to show you in a minute and try to hang it on the wall behind me. It's going to be really funny. It's made by Simone Yetch, and Simone's name, last name, she's Swedish, is spelled Giertz. And from what I understand, it's pronounced Yetch. So hopefully, Simone, I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Thank you. I mean, I paid for this, but thank you for making it. It is beautiful. It is bringing me much joy. I'm going to put it up over here and see if we can program it in a little bit. Before I get to that, I like to start off every Saturday, side project Saturday. It's kind of like Wacky Wednesday with a community contribution. Yes, that's right. Your contributions to the coding train, the things you've made with code, can sometimes be featured right here by me on the internet. Now, normally I'd have a green screen and I'd be floating in my laptop, but because I want to play with the everyday calendar, I don't have the green screen up right now. So let's bring up this web browser. We're going to go to, I don't know where to find it. Oh, I think if I go to the GitHub repo, there's an issue. Somewhere along here. Wheel link. There we go. All right, so what this is, thank you to Gypsy Dangerous from the Coding Train community who helped put this together. It is a wheel that I can spin, and it will land. It's pulling all the different contributions that are on the website, and I don't know if I need to explain this every single time I come live, but if I go here to any given video on the Coding Train, for example, the Marching Squares video, there are a whole bunch of projects and versions that people have made of their own, and you can add your own version and find information about how to do that. I encourage you, please. It brings me such happiness and joy to see the things that you're making. And then they get populated into this wheel. So let's look at least 2. I should have another wheel, which I first spin to determine how many to look at. And then I spin the wheel to look at that many. That's an idea. All right, here we go. And by the way, anyone wants to contribute to this, has ideas to improve this system that I have, connect with David at Gypsy Dangerous, and we'd love your contributions to the wheel as well. Hearing audio twice right now. I believe that's only Marcus's issue, so hopefully it is. Let me know. Remove and view selected. We have now. Aha! I don't know about this. The wheel is rigged. That's what I meant to press. David Snyder, the creator of the wheel. A little suspicious, I think, that David Snyder's contribution came up first today. But I know the randomness of the wheel is pure as my book. I don't know why I have those there. Because if I get really stuck, I could just work on solving them. My random number book. Let's go back here. Let's take a look at David's floating point snake. Oh, so this is from this particular coding challenge about forward kinematics from quite some time ago. Let's take a look at it. Ooh, it's a video. Do you hear the audio? I think you do. Let's enjoy this for a minute. I hope I'm not going to have an issue with the copyright of this music. I turned the music off. You can probably still hear it through the mic, though. This is wonderful. Thank you for sharing this. Yeah, you're right. You might be hearing the music doubled. Unfortunately, I didn't get it together. Usually I have an earpiece in where I can hear the music you're hearing. Instead, it's actually just coming out of the speakers. So in addition to coming out of being actually sent to the live broadcast, it's also coming out of the speakers into the mic. Although I have it turned off right now. Now it's doubled. Wonderful work. And that is a really lovely way to document it. Thank you for that. Usually, one of the things that can be tricky to do, especially if you're creating a project that's not interactive code running the browser. Keep it quiet down there. Emily's being very loud. Hold on, I gotta mute my mic. Brief intermission. I'll be right back. What did I say about this professional operation that I've got going on here? Okay, thank you, David Snyder. That reminds me a lot. I guess this is probably an obvious thing about. It reminds me of the Slither.io game, which is quite a fun game to play. Thank you for that wonderful work. Let's go and find another one. We're gonna look at one more. Or you can't see it. Oh, I'm all messed up. Oh, I'm not even in the picture. I'm doing the worst job today. Number 68. Okay, yay, number 68. Let's see what it is. This is Interactive Viewing Angle Starfield by Amin Ahmad Ahmadi. And I don't know if I pronounced your name correctly. Hopefully I did. It is a beautiful name. I love that your initials are AAA. That's very wonderful. And I know this Starfield coding challenge because the Starfield coding challenge is actually the first one that I ever did. And it is from, how do I get to it on YouTube? I thought there was a way, I guess I'm just curious. I want to see the date of it. This is from April 16th, 2016. Look how young I am. Oh, what a handsome young boy you were back then, Sonny. Okay, anyway. Different glasses. I like these glasses better. All right. Remember the days of the timer? Speaking of the timer. No, that was a disaster, right? Okay, let's take a look at Amin's version. Oh, where did this go? This took me to Amin's Twitter. Uh-oh. Oh, because I clicked on his name. Oh, and now, oh, so sad. Oh, I am so sad. This brings me terrible sadness. All right, I think we might be able to actually find this. If anyone wants to do any detective work to figure out if this project is available, I would love to see it. I kind of have a way, but I don't want to that I might be able to see. No sketches. All right. Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. We're going to have to spin that wheel again. Sorry, Amin. Please, if you could resubmit your project to a new link, that would be fantastic. And here we go. Let's spin that wheel again. Oh, and I'm not even in the picture. Oh, number 10. Let's take a look at this project. It is. Whoa! What is going on here? Something is rotten in the state of Denmark. Something strange is afoot at the Circle K. Didn't we also look at this one? I think we might have looked at this one last. Yeah, didn't we look at this one too? It's wonderful. It's a nice Oh no, I mean I've looked at it, but this is solving a maze with A-star. David Snyder, we've looked at too much of your wonderful work on this live stream today. We're gonna move on, and we're gonna spin one more time. I don't know what's going on here. Yes. Christian Wickman says, no rotten here. I know. There is nothing rotten in the state of Denmark for reals. All right, remove number 23. Let's see how this is going here. All right. Oh, this is a P5JS port of the Rubik's Cube coding challenge. Look at this. Whoa, what is going... I just realized that the chroma keying is actually on. Filters, chroma key. Okay, I'll turn that off since there's no, so now here is, whoa! What is going on? Filters. Ah, my light fell down! Oh no, everything is wrong. Everything is falling apart. Filters, chroma key. There we go. I did not realize the chroma key was on. Here's the Rubik's Cube. Let's take a look at the P5JS port by ZL25 Drexel. Ooh, awesome. This was, by the way, one of the more popular projects that I worked on. It probably fits pretty well into like this new side project Saturday thing that I'm trying to do. It is also one of those projects that I've just left lingering in the wind. The idea was to start working on solvers for it, but really all I got to was the visualization of it at all. And I had this idea that could I use a genetic algorithm to solve a Rubik's Cube, and I actually worked on it on my own, like in the middle of the night. This was probably like a year or two ago. Like I don't remember when I originally did it, but like months later, and I actually started to get it to work. And this is the technique that I did. I didn't try to have a genetic algorithm solve the Rubik's Cube. Let me talk about this for a second. This is kind of interesting, and since I have Rubik's Cube here with me, and this camera is like frozen again, like useless camera here. Ugh. I'll just I can just hold it up to you. So what I did is I know the beginner's method, which is one method to solve the Rubik's Cube. I don't know if I'm using the correct terminology, but where you first, maybe for me, the first thing you do is, oh, my lights are blinking. Whoa! Welcome to Lori Hey! With your Coding Train membership, you have won a possibility of someday in the future getting a custom Coding Train Rubik's Cube, because it's a thing I really want to make. And I think that I'm going to try to send gifts once a year to people. And I had this idea that would be a fun thing to look into. But really, thank you so much for your support. It means a lot. And your random number is 39,350. Okay. Yeah, Octopus is saying... Amin's project has been found. So I'm going to take a look. Thank you for David Snyder for your detective work. I forgot what I was saying. But I should return to that project. Keep me on. We'll get there. Someday we're going to get there. Let's make 2021. Look, 2020. I don't know if you've noticed. It's kind of a crappy year. I mean, that's like the understatement of the century. So let's hope that things improve in 2021. Not that the world operates on a year-by-year basis, but we've got to reset if we can reset and bring some togetherness and health and equity to the world in ways that don't exist right now, that would be an excellent thing. And maybe also we'll finish that Rubik's Cube project. All right. Now, what was I doing? I want to go to I think it's the Starfield challenge page. So I'm going to go to coding challenges. I'm going to scroll all the way down to the very bottom, the very first one. What's really sad is you don't see that. I haven't made a new one of these since March 2020. So there's actually only 4 years. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 5 years, I guess, of, well, I didn't do any really in 2020, but there's not, the coding challenges have really been on hold. I got to get back to that. to the challenge. Let's look at the community contributions. We're trying to find almonds. How come I don't see it? Oh, here we go. Interactive viewing angle Starfield. Let's click on that. Oh, this was so worth it. Awesome. So I guess the idea here is that I can move the mouse around and I can change sort of the view. Then it gives it kind of this parallax 3D like feeling to it. Now I recall when I did the challenge, it was entirely done with 2D math. So, of course, everything ultimately, if you're displaying on a screen, is two-dimensional. But 3D rendering is just the illusion of three-dimensional perspective using matrix math, really. So the question is, when I say, I didn't use a 3D renderer, a built-in one. I just computed some kind of math myself to make the things move out from the center in a way that gives it a 3D-like quality. And I believe if I switch this to full, and I go to here, we can see that the same is true here. Why am I not logged in as the coding train? The same thing is true here. And I know that because if I go down to create canvas, there is no, the WebGL renderer is not being referenced. So wonderful work. And look at this. Oh, mwah! A for each loop. Oh. Why is that not working? Low battery. Oh, for each loop, you are so beautiful. You make elegant ways of iteration. Look at that arrow. It's an equals. It's a greater than. The P is the variable that just tosses itself into this little section between the brackets. It is each one of the stars for each star. I don't know why I can't get myself to use them. 2021, the year of the for each loop. Okay. Am I trying too hard? I think I'm trying too hard. Starflight Plays writes, I think he has lost it. I have news for you, Starflight. I lost it a long time ago. All right, we've got to move on, everybody. We have got to move on, everybody. Gotta move on. Gotta move on. So thank you, Amin. I'm glad we were able to find that. I'm going to close a bunch of windows here, and we are going to look up everyday calendar. It's 4 o'clock. So I got this through Kickstarter. And here is, I guess you can get one now. This is just me. This is not a sponsored or any type of collaboration or anything. I mean, I'm like a little tiny YouTuber compared to the giant that is Simone Yetch. But this, I would encourage you, if you want to have a little beauty in your life and enjoy creative and artistic uses of technology, I would certainly encourage you to get one. But you can also just kind of watch me fumble my way through trying to program it. So let's take a look at it. I unboxed it last week. And right here, if I hold this up to the camera, let's see if it'll focus. Focus, people. You can't see. There's a USB port. And I believe there's some sort of Arduino or something in it. So project number 1, I can't believe I'm going to do this on a live stream, is I'm going to try to mount it to the wall. Like right about here. Right? That way you can see it behind me as I'm trying to program it. Right? It's a good idea. I mean, I could probably save the fact that it's going to just like, I could probably just like put it on the table and put the camera on it and save myself like an hour of pain, because I meant to mount it this morning, but it's a beautiful day. I went to the park with the kids. We did some bike riding, played some catch, kept good physical distance away from everybody else, wore our masks. And I didn't get back from that trip to the park until about 2:45 p.m., about 45 minutes, which means I needed to start live streaming. And my children, they like to use this setup that I have here to play Roblox. So I had to like find all my equipment, plug it all back in, get the camera set up. So I had no time, none whatsoever. But apparently, so apologies in advance, but let's see if we can. I need your support here. Like, this is me doing the thing that I am most afraid of, which sounds a little bit weird, but coding is a thing that I'm comfortable with now. I mean, it's confusing, it's tricky, I have a hard time with it. I am not good at mechanical, physical things, but it has these wonderful keyholes in them, and I have this hole I found in my basement. I went down to the basement. I'm a person with an attic and a basement, which there's also like a little bit of space to live in between those two things. And I got, where is it? I have this. I really should need to get this camera working. Hold on. We're going to need to get this camera working. We're going to just have to do it again. This silly thing that I, for some reason, keep having to do. Where I make it... Oh, wait. Is it working? No. I make it... First, I make it this. And then I put it back to this. There you go. So there's the calendar. So I have these. So I have some screws. I have some anchors. I also have a drill. So first thing first, though, what's wonderful about this is it comes with your very own, like, guide. And the guide has the keyhole spots. And I even have a level. A level is a thing. So where's that level? I saw it. So what do I do now? I get like a little, like, I got a Sharpie. Do I write little, if I do this, like, what about here? Is this good? Let me go back to the larger camera. Like, about here? Is this good? Man, I should move it over. I'm going to put it in the middle, actually. I'm going to put it here. I mean, I'm not going to measure centering it. And then, that's not level. Now that's about level. Now, how do I write with a Sharpie through the paper? Is that a thing you can do? Maybe I get something to poke it. Poke it and there'll be a little mark in the wall. Oh, but I can't reach anything because I'm holding it there. Oh, I could get some tape. I got an idea. I have tape. Okay, the level doesn't need to be there anymore. I have gaff tape. Oh, no! No, I moved it. Okay, everything's going to be okay, people. This is literally what you're watching. Just maybe go. If you live somewhere it's beautiful out and you have a mask and you can be appropriately distanced from people, maybe go do that and come back about 4 or 5 hours. I might have, like, got the screw in the wall, possibly. It's Side Project Saturday here. Should probably play some music while I'm doing this, because what's hilarious is how I'm trying to make it level, and yet I'm doing basically nothing else that any normal person would do. Okay, that looks like a good spot. Now, if I could just get myself a piece of tape. Oh, no, I turned it. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't worry about it being level so much. Wait, let me get the piece of tape first. If we get the piece of tape first, I could just screw through the hole marks. That's such a good idea. Oh, because I have a drill. I'm going to use a drill. Okay. But first, I need to tape it to the wall. I want it to be level. This is also just a temporary place for it because I don't think this is a good place to have it in my house. I'd rather have it somewhere where it could be seen more often. Although I guess it's nice to have it behind me if I'm live streaming, but not if I brought up the green screen. Okay, so now let's do a little simulation. This is known as, one of the things I like to program are simulations, and I'm now doing a simulation of me programming the everyday calendar. And you can see it behind me there, right? So that should work. Okay. We know that breaking news. Breaking news. Straight from the Discord chat, Coding Train members. Simon says, we know the kind of Arduino. It's an Arduino Pro or Pro Mini. And I guess if I go to GitLab, if I go to gitlab.com/Simone Yetch, This will be good because I've never used GitLab, and this will be a nice experiment to try to learn that as well. We'll be able to start to program it. All right, now I got to get my drill. All right, I need to have various emergency numbers available in case anything goes wrong. Do I need anchors? I don't know. I thought I should put some anchors in the wall. Generic drill from generic unnamed non-sponsor company. Okay, I assume you can still hear me even though I'm away from the microphone. Electricity. Okay, now, if I'm going to use, where was that thing where I had the screws and the anchors? Where did I put that? Why can't I keep track of anything? I just had it in my hands 2 seconds ago. Where did it go? Literally had it in my... Oh, there, it's on the floor. Okay. All right. So if this... What do we think? Maybe the middle one. I think I'm going to go for the middle one. I mean, I don't think I need something that huge, right? Oh, this is ridiculous. This camera is like useless. Why do I even bother? I wonder if... It's so sad. I don't know why it's having such a problem. The whole point of this setup that I have was to have this camera. That was going to make it much more interesting and entertaining. Let's try it one more time. This is very frustrating. You can see my professional operation here, as I mentioned. If I just like... So I think what I'm going to use are one of these with this. So I just need a hole in the wall, like here, and it goes in, and then I screw the screw in. Yeah? What do we think, people? Now the question is, what size drill bit? Maybe somebody can help me with this. I literally never do. I'm so not handy. I aspire to be handy, and I just am so not. I can't even open this. Okay, wait, hold on. Oh! By the way, I've totally lost. Okay, so these are the drill bits. What do we think? Is that the right one? No, like more like this, right? Or do I need to go bigger? I have no idea. How do I know? Well, maybe I'll just try a smallish one like this. It probably works, right? What do we think? I like in the chat. I'm noticing somebody saying, talking about Mongoose and JavaScript, which is so far from what I'm doing right now. Okay, so I'm going to put this drill bit in. I think the way that I do that is I take this, I put it in here, and then I tighten this. Right? This right? Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to try to make a hole. Anybody want to tell me to stop? Doesn't look very level to me at all. Oh, look at this. I spent all that time leveling it. And look. I mean, where's my level? I should have taped it on the edges, clearly. This is a temporary location, so I'm not too worried. Use the leveling app in my phone. That's interesting. All right, here we go. There's no way this anchor is going to fit into that hole. I'm going to need a much bigger drill bit. Or a smaller anchor. I think that anchor is a good size. So let's get a larger drill bit. Suvo told me to stop. Size of the bit should be written on the mounting things. Oh, that's interesting. This says 6x36. Is that what it says? Oh, you can't see that. 6x36. I can't. So let's get a larger drill bit. And this says it has something written on it, I just can't see it. 38. I think it says 38. So hard to read. Let's try it. This really shouldn't take this long. I was going to do this morning. This is a great live stream. I'm enjoying the chat. All right, let's try this. I think that might be the right size. It looks kind of like this could fit in there. Am I supposed to get like a hammer and like hammer it in? Probably. I mean, I guess I should take, let me do the other hole. Okay, 2 holes. I do have a hammer. If I had a hammer. This might be more of a hammer than I need. 16-ounce rubber mallet is what this is. I think I need a bigger hole. I think my hole is not big enough. I gotta go one more bigger. Or just like wiggle it around. Look at this. Which size is this? So small. Let's try this one. Oh, there's 410 people watching this. And I don't even have my camera set up in such a way that you can see me. This is the everyday calendar. This is a very weird. I like that. 3 Darius Costa writes, "This is a really weird coding challenge." It certainly is. You can see how incompetent I am. I'm gonna feel so accomplished if this actually is hung on the wall by the end of this live stream. It should really just like slide right in there, shouldn't it? Because then when you screw the screw in, it expands. So I'm just afraid to like drill a huge hole. Where are the... Yes, this is the home improvement show. I'm sure my sponsors are going to be thrilled to have selected this episode. You know, this is called incremental develop. This is how I do software. I incrementally make small changes. Like, seriously? All right, we're going all in. Going all in. Here's the largest drill bit I have. Push it in. I'm supposed to push it in. Oh, look at that. Marcos did some fancy like Photoshop. I think at this point, I need to just really get it in there by pushing it in. There we go. Got it. Anchors away. All right, anchor number 1 is in. Let's finish this hole. Ooh, something bad happened. Anchors away. Anchor number 2 is in there. This is things are looking up, people. Now I just need to put these screws in. Now, should I be doing this with a screwdriver? Or should I get some sort of I have like the things that are the screw things that go on the drill. I'm not really sure. Let's try doing it by hand first. Oh, here's a regular hammer. I have a regular hammer here. Okay, so now what I have are I really hope I get to the Arduino part of this. Where's my screwdriver? I don't know where I put it. Oh, here it is. What are these things called? These things have a name. I have no idea what they're called. They're like the thingies that go on the thingy, top thingy. Small drill. That's the only drill I have. So let's try. Let's look what size this is. Looks like that fits it. Well, these all seem to fit it. I don't know what's best. Let's try this one. Why I can't get it out. There we go. So I'm going to put this here. And then it needs to go. Let's see. All right, now we are going to screw this in. Now, how far out of the wall does it need to be in order for the thing to hang on it? That's my question. And I'll switch this so you can see, not that you can see this really up close, but like it's got to be sticking out, right? So it just stick out like a small bit. I guess the amount that's on the calendar. Where did I put the calendar? I can't find. I didn't think that I was too tall for the camera once I'm doing this. I guess, you know what, here. I can sit. Then you can see me, and I can just wheel my chair over here. And I could talk to you in my home improvement show like this. It's a little bit harder to screw it to the wall from down here. All right, let's stop it there. So it's about yay out of the wall. I need one more to go into. Now I need this one. All right. I have to stand up. Sorry, people. Then I have a costume change because I actually got a t-shirt also with the everyday calendar. I feel like I should change into that t-shirt to really go, whole hog with this live stream. I do need to do my sponsor segment soon. Is it 4:22? Oh, no. I started at 3:30. I haven't hit an hour. I was confused. I thought 4 o'clock was the hour, but I'm good. Okay. So the question now is how far should these go in? Because when I get the calendar, which, I don't know how we put it over here. Right? If we look at this, oh, you don't see that. I bet you the camera's not going to be working anymore. I think every time I switch away from it, Yeah, every time I switch away from the camera, it like when I come back to it, it's not working. I don't know if this is an OBS problem. It might be an OBS problem. So I don't know how far in, but let's just try it. I have to take my hat off because I cannot see with my hat on where I'm putting it in. Come on, keyholes. I can find you. Come on, keyhole. See you. There we go. Ah! It's a little bit out from the wall. I think I did a pretty good job. I think I might have done it. I don't think it's gonna fall. I think I got it all mounted on the wall. Oh my god. I love it. I feel like this. I hope everybody's just sharing this all on social media with Simone Yetch. I'm sure she's going to be really thrilled. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right, we're going to start programming it. All right, I got to clean up. Give me a minute to clean up and enjoy the Polar to Cartesian song. I'm going to say once again, here we go, sing it with me. It's the Polar to Cartesian coordinate song. It's the Polar to Cartesian coordinate song. Oh, wait, I have to put the plug in and the USB cable. Should I have done that before I put it on the wall? Probably. Sing it with me. It's the Polar to Cartesian coordinate song. It's the Polar to Cartesian coordinate song. So the plug is going in. It's the Polar to Cartesian coordinate song. Then it's the Polar to Cartesian coordinate song. How about, as always, I always forget the this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot. I'm going to do this dot, this dot. I'm going to do this dot, this dot, this dot. I'm going to do this dot, this dot. I'm going to do dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, son. This dot, this dot, this dot. Never forget this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, son. This dot, this dot. This dot, never forget this dot. This dot, this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do dot, this dot, this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, son. This dot, this dot, this dot. Never forget this dot. This dot, this dot, this dot. Never forget this dot. I'm gonna do the this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, the this dot song. Never forget the this dot. Somebody composed that song for me. I plugged it in. Oh, that just lit up. I don't know how much you can see that. It just lit up. Can you see? This is another thing I didn't really think of, which was why it'd be great to have this camera working. But I have another camera. Hold on, Bruno is saying OBS has an option, deactivate when not showing. I wonder if that's what has been selected. So let's go to this, the drawing view. It's called drawing because that's what I look at. And then if I go to the properties of the iPiezo camera, I don't see defaults, deactivate, and it's not a live picture right now. Configure, I mean, where is that property? Oh, whoa. Now that just going to the properties and then hitting OK reactivated it. So that makes sense. Where is that property? I don't know where that property is. But anyway, what was I? Why was I? Oh, because I could do this. And it's upside down. But potentially, I could get a better view of it. Like this. You could see the ring light reflecting in it. That's not a thing that I thought about. Although, you know, I might prefer just to have that off right now. Well, I'm quite in the dark, but it's better for seeing this. Why does it look like it's so not level? Okay, let's see if I can do that. That's better. You can see it better. And in fact, what I could do here is continue to crop it even more. And then make that a little bit bigger for you. So like, for example, like this. There you go. I can move myself like here. And here we are. Okay, so now the property should be under properties in the camera source, and just under configure video should be a checkbox right there saying deactivate when not showing. So I'm going to go to properties in the camera source, and then just under configure video, deactivate when not showing is not selected. So I don't know why that's happening. All right, but this is good. My setup is pretty good. It's a little bit, I do have this light. So if I want it to be a little brighter myself, I suppose, I could turn this light on and I could put it like here. That way there's a light on me. Oh, it's kind of in the shot. There's a bit of a light on me, but you're still able to see the calendar pretty well. And I should be able to touch these. So what's wonderful about this is if you push and hold, they turn on and off. So the idea is that if there's something I want to do every single day, oh God. And of course the camera is not, shoot. I just rolled that over my foot. Why camera? Why must you torture me? So weird. Did that update it? No. Jeez, this is making me crazy. Why does nothing ever work? Configure. And of course, now I have to like, do you think it's like a loose connection? Whoa, and why? Oh, it's just in a different place now. I wonder if it's, you know what? I have an idea. I have this plugged in through this USB hub, and maybe the USB hub is a problem. So I'm actually going to unplug this camera. Oh, I don't think I can reach. This cable is not long enough. I do have USB extenders, but the whole point of the USB extender is I was going to use it for the everyday calendar. Shoot. Do I have more than one USB extender? Don't know that I do. Shoot. I should have brought more than one USB extender. What's this? Oh, this is a USB. What else is plugged in here? No. Okay, I have an idea. I have a good, if you will bear with me, what's plugged in here? The microphone. All right, it's too much stuff plugged in everywhere. Let's just try a different USB port on this hub. Maybe this port's bad. And let's try unplugging this. Apologies for all this technical difficulty. But I'm going to hope now. Aim the light source at the ceiling. Oh, I do have a white, I have a tin, I'm in an attic with a like angled tin ceiling. If I had confidence in this camera, I would show it to you. Thank you for your lighting suggestions. Let's see if this works. I do have another webcam. So I think what I'll do is if this continues to give me trouble, I'll just use a different webcam. But if you want to see the ceiling, I'm in an attic, and that's the tin ceiling of the attic. I would show you the rest of this attic, but it's such a mess. It's all just piles of stuff everywhere. All right. Now, here we are. So what I should be able to do now is this USB cable. You know what? I don't necessarily need the extender. It's pretty long, although that's kind of awkward to wrap it around like me like this. So let me get the extender so that we don't have a crisis. Oh, and it's 4:30. I got to take my sponsor break in a minute. I don't even have Arduino installed on this computer, so this should be interesting to see what happens. Right now, I've got this USB cable. So I'm going to take a short break, and then we're going to have the rest of the time to really program this thing. But let me at least get it plugged in and see if we can see that it shows up. I'll try to get that much through. Okay. So now what can I do here to be super fancy with my setup? So if I go to here, right, this is me. And I think what I'm going to do now, oh, look at this. Add the add video capture device. That's what I'm adding, right? This webcam. And then now I can crop around it. What layout magic is this? So hopefully now you see me here. That's the camera. That's it. I guess I could have put it, I didn't need to put it behind me. I could have put it on the wall over there if I'm just going to but I like that it's behind me. Okay. All right. Whew. Coffee time. Checking the chat. This is really, really fun. I'm so excited about this. Gonna have to take a quick break in a second. Let me make sure these properly show up. What's not working here? There we go. Oh, of course, my Stream Deck is no longer working. So strange. Yeah, everything has to break all at once. Let me just move this piezo back down here. There we go. That's what I was trying to check. All right, I'm going to have to do this stuff manually. All right, so now, what do I need to do? Connecting the everyday. Okay, so first I need to get this. To download the firmware and schematic files, run the following command. So this I know how to do because it's stuff that I do all the time. I'm in the software phase where I'm a bit more confident than all of this hardware and hanging stuff. So let's go to the desktop. Let's clone that repo. What? Oh. Clone that repo, and there it is. Now let's open up my desktop, and I've got it. Let's go to and let's open it up in Visual Studio Code so I can see what's there. So there's all sorts of images, and there's the schematics, which is really, these are PDFs. So there's the license and the README and firmware sketches. So it looks like there are various things that I can test running on it. But I'm going to want to program my own stuff for it. My goal, by the way, is to be able to walk in front of it and have it be a mirror of me. So as I like move my body around, I'll see myself reflected, a la Danny Rosen's wooden mirror. If you're not familiar with, this is a piece by Danny Rosen from 1999 called The Wooden Mirror, which has a whole bunch of wood chips that move on servo motors down and up, down and up. And right there in the center is the camera, although now he uses a Kinect, a depth sensor with it. And it reflects when they're pointed up, there's a light pointed down, it reflects the light. When they're pointed down, they're dark. So I want to do something similar. And I think, dare I say, I know who this person is. But anyway, moving along. Okay, open the Arduino IDE. What's the chance that I have Arduino installed on this computer? Nope. So Arduino, little known fact, the Arduino IDE is based on the processing IDE. So what do I do? Get the, oh, am I supposed to use Arduino Create now? Is that something new? Or there's a web editor. Maybe I just want the, I'm afraid to use the web editor. Can I still get the downloadable? What's happening these days? Let me go to idb.nyu. This is the program where I teach. There's a physical computing class. Let's see what they're supposed to do in this class. Syllabus, lessons. Let's do class 1. Setting up a breadboard. I don't know if there's an Arduino yet. Class 2. Microcontrollers, the basics. Yeah, microchips. Arduino. There we go. Arduino. Am I supposed to use the web thingy? Does that not exist anymore? The IDE that you download and run? I'm looking at the chat now. We're discussing whether you should use Arduino Create or the Arduino app. I don't know that I need to do a poll. I just want to use. I want to use the app because I feel like I'm going to be more comfortable with that, but I don't see where I get that. Downloads. Okay, sorry, it's really obvious. I should just get it here. All right, I'm going to download this. I do think it's meaningful to contribute, but I'm not going to right now. Later. Okay, this is downloading. All right, 42 seconds left. I can work on my Rubik's Cube a little bit while I'm waiting. First, you make the daisy. That's my favorite part because the daisy is a pretty flower. Then I make the cross. Somehow I made the daisy perfectly not intentionally. Then I do the edges. Did it download? Nope. Can I manage to solve this before before it finishes downloading? Probably not. There we go. Do love a good Rubik's Cube. Now I'm going to do the second layer. Did it download? It's still downloading. More of the second layer. Won't be winning any competitions anytime soon. Other than the Coolest Dad Award. Yeah. And here we go. Still working on the second layer. Have I downloaded? All right, we'll come back to this Rubik's Cube. I've got you. I've gotten pretty far here, but got to get back to this Arduino stuff. Now let's open up the Arduino. Also, did I mention my mug has math formulas on it? There we go. I'm going to use the app. God, this iPad that has all my music and sound effects on it is about to die. Let's see. So now, what do I do? Open this up. Oh, I did that already. Maybe put this in applications. Maybe put the Arduino as like a thing here that I could click on and run it. All right. Arduino is an app download from the internet. Are you sure you want to open it? Yes. So now, this is what's based on the processing IDE. I mean, it looks quite similar. Let's make the font size a little bit bigger. That's way too big. Let's try with 24. Okay. So, all right. Pausing for a minute here. Let's say you're kind of new to this and you're lost. Just new to this, being new to this live stream. I have something called the Everyday Calendar. It is a beautiful calendar made and built by Simone Yetch. You can order it online. I got mine through Kickstarter. You can still get them. It is an amazing feat of engineering and design that I won't go into, and you can learn more about it. But it has an Arduino in it. Arduino is a microcontroller, a miniature computer essentially. Has a bunch of pins and things. It gets electricity. It sends electricity in and out. You can write code that runs on it, and the code that you run on it is C code. So this might be a momentous occasion. It could possibly be the first time that I'm writing C code on the coding train ever. I don't know if that's true. The coding train historians? Is there a coding train historian? There's a job opening. Coding train historian. Next, Simon is giving me, thankfully, some tips here. Next up. So what I want to attempt to do is write some code that I will then put onto the Arduino board in there to make my own patterns or run my own software on there. And I'm about to take a short break just because I've been streaming for about an hour and 15 minutes so far. And then I'll come back and spend another hour. I might spend quite a while trying to get this to work. So that's where I am. And here we go. Open, what do I do now? Tools. What am I looking for? Board. Arduino Uno. Select the board. Okay. Board is Arduino Pro Mini. So I have to select that? I don't see that as an option. Is it auto detecting it by any chance? Well, let's look at the instructions. Because there were nice instructions. Select the board. Arduino Pro is right there. Pro or Pro Mini. Okay. Tools. Serial monitor sketch. Tools. Board. How come I don't see it? Board manager? Do I have to get more? Oh, this is like a thing that I add other boards? I'm so lost. I've never done this. This looks like, by the way, the web one. Maybe I should go back to the web one. Because I'm not seeing it show up here. My mouse was right over it the whole time? I'm looking at it. Oh, I see it! Yay! By the way, I'm known in my family as the person who can't find anything. I'll literally be like, where are my keys? Where are my keys? I can't find my keys. They're right in front of my face. I can't find the keys. So apparently this happens also here. You live streaming, it's a hard thing. It's very awkward. You feel stupid all the time. Arduino Pro or Pro Mini. Got it. Finished. Next step. Configure the processor and clock speed to Atmega 328p. All right. I have no idea what that means. Processor. Oh, it looks like it's already set to that. Oh no, wait, I don't remember what it was. At Mega 328p 3.38. 3.3v8. It's this one. So configure it to that. Okay, got that. Installing Arduino's libraries. Copy the contents of this repository's firmware to the libraries directory on your computer's Arduino libraries folder. Okay. So what I'm looking for is in here, this folder needs to go to Documents, Arduino Libraries. So this looks like all the libraries that are here. I need to install them here. So now, oh, except I don't want a folder called Libraries inside of Libraries. I just want this. So I'm going to move this back, get rid of this. It's a good sign. Okay, done that. To test and see if the custom libraries are working, you can run our sample code provided in the firmware sketches directory. Simply upload one of the sample code files into the calendar using the Arduino IDE. Open the serial monitor and set the baud rate to 9600. All right, you ready for this? You ready for this? Okay, here we go. So Arduino, open, desktop, everyday calendar, sketches. Which one do I run? Our sample code. Upload one of the sample code files. Everyday calendar. Let's do that one, I guess. I kind of want to run this one that's called test. I feel like that feels like that's useful. Let's run the test one. So this is the test one. It does some stuff. Oh, you can set an LED based on the month and the day to true or false. Oh, well, if there's like an API for doing this, I might actually be able to succeed here. Let's see if this works. So then I need to open the serial monitor. Is that a thing? Tools, because that's going to show me like board at null is not available. That's not a good sign. How do I know if the board is actually being detected? That's a bad sign. It's plugged in, right? This is plugged in. This is plugged in. Oh boy, this is going to be really sad. Well, what happens if I just do this? Verify. Okay. So that verified the code, but this is like the upload. Serial port. Oh, no wonder. I got to select the serial port. There we go. So there we go. Did it just do a test pattern? I sort of thought maybe it did something. Wait. No, that's just like a shadow whenever I turn my head. All right, hold on. Let's go to the serial monitor. There we go. Ooh, error. Okay, hold on. Wait, what's going on here? I don't understand how any of this stuff works, but let's do this. Oh, something's happening. It's doing stuff. Yes. That was cool. All the lights are on. Except for the 30th. Interesting how the 30th is all off. Do I have a defective one or is that a mistake in the code? How do I do it again? I don't want, this serial output is like, feels like I don't necessarily need to see it. This feels much more important to me. So if I were to run it again, is uploading it's just running. Is it? Let's try it again. All right, I'm uploading the code. It's a feature, says Dave. How long does it take for it to get there? There's a lot of waiting involved with this Arduino programming. Upload. I know that upload sends it to the board, so conceivably there would be a way. Right, I can see sketch started, and it said sketch setup started. Program touch controllers. Now it's doing some stuff, and then it's turning on all the lights except for 30, and awesome. Okay, so let's just try one more test. We're going to try actually, I'm going to program the game of life on this. Let's start with that. That's what I should really do. Programming test. What's that? Rear test. There's a rear? So what does this do? Oh, this is just kind of like a basic beginner. Let's go to there's programming test, front test. Let's try this one. Let's see what this does. This must be the actual. I was assuming this was the software. It's fades and honey drip startup animation. Whoa, this is wild. Okay, let's verify this. Okay, let's upload it. There's a reset button on the board. Okay, oh, there we go. Awesome. And then it fades out. Awesome. All right. Oh, awesome. This is great. This I can work with. Why do I see, what's this error message? Like, why is this error message showing up just over and over again after it finishes doing what it did? I wonder. All right. All right, everybody. This was a good first half of this live stream. I'm going to do something that I have never done before, or maybe I've done it once. I have two sponsors to thank for today's Coding Train episode. And let me get myself set up to do that. I'm going to take about a few minutes to do that. Then I'm going to take about a 5-minute break, and I'm going to come back with the calendar. So let me start with, and if you'll give me a second here. I muted myself for a second to shout downstairs. Okay, so first I want to tell you about Notion. Notion is a productivity software that breaks the mold by combining all essential work tools, notes, docs, databases, tasks, and more in one place so you get more done. Now, I actually started using Notion recently. It's kind of actually amazing as even just a publishing platform, but most notably, and hopefully late in the future, I'll get to sort of play around with the APIs. You can create databases in it. And so let me just show you some of the Notion stuff. This is what the Notion desktop software looks like. But what I've been using it for is keeping track of a database of everybody who joins the coding train. So you see sort of like I have everybody's name, what level they are, whether they've received their stickers or not, and various things like that. So it's finally getting me to keep organized, and it's a great way to collaborate. You can have a team. Personal plans used to be $5 a month, but now you can get a personal plan for free forever. And free users will be able to add as many blocks as they like to their personal Notion database. One of the things that's kind of amazing about Notion that I've also recently discovered is that tens of thousands of students are using it for class notes, managing tasks, organizing job applications. You know, I'm a teacher, and so it's sort of interesting always for me to follow what kind of tools are helpful for teaching and for studying and for note-taking. You can find out more at notion.so/students. It's also great for the office. It's been used by the Wall Street Journal, Verizon, and even Pixar. Wow. You can create a company wiki, answer questions at scale, onboard new employees, track every project catalog. And there's a lot of templates in there that are designed specifically for students and educators. So this is probably most of the audience that you might be interested in. And you can all be added to your workspace with one click when you hit duplicate at the top right corner. I also want to quickly show you what it looks like on mobile. I end up checking on mobile a lot. I don't ride the subway too much anymore because we're in a global pandemic. But when I was riding the subway, I would always be checking what's the latest thing? What do I need to do? It helps keep me organized as I kind of commute to and from different places. So it's really got a nice, elegant app. So again, I would encourage you to check it out. You can go right to bit.ly/Notion Coding Train. If you sign up there, it lets them know, that you found it through the Coding Train. Helps me out a little bit. Thank you very much. It's definitely appreciated. And I would love to hear what you think of it. So that is Notion. Thank you so much to Notion for sponsoring the Coding Train. It really makes all this weird nonsense stuff that I do possible. Today's live stream is also sponsored by Brilliant. So Brilliant, as you've probably noticed before on the channel, I've referred to on many an occasion. I've kind of looked up stuff in there. I've tried their puzzles. I've done coding challenges that have same content. So many things that I've done with Brilliant. It's a really nice. If you want to learn something new, Brilliant is the place to do it. It's a website and an app. It makes learning accessible and fun. It's all problem solving. It's all interactive. So rather than this thing that I do, which is these kind of sequence tutorials where I'm talking at you and showing things, this is a thing that you can really kind of do at your own pace and interact with. One of my favorite, they have a whole lot of daily puzzles and challenges, but they also have all these courses. And so one of my favorite courses on there is the one on neural networks. I always look at this and review it before I teach neural networks in my class. Just kind of go through and kind of look at, and just some of the ways that the interactivity and the visualizations has been designed are really just super effective and clear. So the other thing that I should mention is that they have a brand new course on infinity, and I started this course last week on the live stream. So reckoning with infinity is one of the major accomplishments of mathematics. It's basic counting. If you try to count a lot, you'll not get to infinity, but you'll be working your way up to there. And there's many types of infinity, and the profundity of Cantor's theorem is a thing that you can kind of discover. The stunning beauty of fractals, tessellations in hyperbolic space. If you're interested in any of these kinds of things, this course goes through and covers quite a bit of it. So I really would encourage you. And again, I always have so much fun. One of my favorite things, and Simon pointed that out to me, is that show explanation button. I really love to try to figure something out in Brilliant. I often get it wrong, and then I can click this show explanation, and there's usually something sort of official by maybe somebody on the Brilliant staff, but also just a ton of community contributions to different things there as well. So I hope you consider checking out Brilliant. You can sign up for free at, if I can get this right, what? No, all these buttons. If only, come on, buttons. No, here, button. There we go. You can sign up for free at brilliant.org/codingtrain. And then you'll be able access to a lot of the features and the daily puzzles. But if you want to unlock everything that Brilliant has to offer, all of its courses, you can sign up for a premium subscription. If you go through this link, you will get 20% off, or at least the first 200 people who do through that link will get 20% off. I also think it's a really nice gift. Not at the holiday season just yet, but it's something that I've been considering, is giving people a year membership to Brilliant as a gift, which I think, we all have too much stuff, and we all use screens too much, and this is something in the middle. It's using screens in an educational way, and it's not stuff that you have to then throw away later. So I hope you check that out. Notion and Brilliant, thank you for sponsoring the Coding Train. A train whistle for both of you. If you want to check those out, I'm going to take a 5-minute break. You can go sign up at those links, and I'll be back trying to write this actual Arduino code for the everyday calendar in about 5 minutes. Oh no, we've got a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Can you still hear me? Here's the problem. This iPad, which I usually play my music on, the battery died. I do have a USB cable charger. Question is, and I like to play music. Oh, you know what I can do? I got an idea. So let me unplug it from this. Oh, that might have given you some awful sound in your ear. Apologies in advance. Let me plug this in to charge it. I really am a mess today. Total mess. But if we can get Game of Life running on this, I'm going to be just so happy. The tricky thing will be like, how do I know what's whose neighbor? It's not like a obvious pixel grid. I guess I can think of the months as the rows, the columns, sorry, and the days as the columns. So actually, this might not be as hard as I think. So what was I doing? I'm charging up the music, and then what I can do is I can just play the music directly from Coding Train, SoundCloud. There is.
So this is random, this is noise,
right.
Perlin noise that is. In the core random algorithm, the actual random algorithm itself, those numbers aren't related at all.
I haven't looked at the chat.
I'm picking random numbers between 0 and 10.
I had all these
9,
other notes
2,
up on my
7, 6, 1, 9, 4, 8, 9, 2, 1, 3.
I'm going to take
a
a few minute break
with
here.
Perlin noise, I might pick numbers like this.
I'll be back.
2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 7, 6. Boy, this is like Perlin noise performance art. 9, 2, 7, 6, 1, 9, 4, 8, 9, 2, 1, 3. I think 9 1. 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4. Boy, this is like Perlin noise performance art. 7, 5, 9, 2, 7, 6, 1, 9, 4, 8. But with Perlin noise, I might pick numbers like this. 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 5. Perlin noise, that is. Perlin noise. So this is Perlin noise, that is. Perlin noise. This is Perlin noise, that is. Perlin noise. So this is Perlin noise, that is. Perlin noise. Perlin noise, that is. Perlin noise. So this is Perlin noise, that is. Perlin noise. This is Perlin noise, that is. Perlin noise. So this is Perlin noise, that is. Perlin noise. Perlin noise, that is. Perlin noise. So this is Perlin noise, that is. Perlin noise. So this is Perlin noise, that is. Perlin noise. So this is Perlin noise, that is. Perlin noise. Perlin noise, that is. Perlin noise. So this is Perlin noise, that is. Perlin noise. So this is Perlin noise, that is. Perlin noise. So this is Perlin noise, that is. Perlin noise. But with Perlin noise, I might pick numbers like this. 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 5, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 5. Boy, this is like Perlin noise performance art. As always, I always forget the this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot song, this dot, this dot, this dot. Never forget this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot song, this dot, this dot, this dot. Never forget this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do dot, this dot, this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot song, this dot, this dot, this dot. Never forget this dot. This dot, this dot, this dot. Never forget this dot. I'm gonna do the this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, the this dot song. Never forget the this dot. Somebody compose that song for me. Firework is not defined in line 6. Yep. As always, I always forget the this dot, this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do the this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, the this dot song. Never forget the this dot. Somebody compose that song for me. Okay. This dot, this dot, this dot, the this dot song. Never forget the this dot. This dot, this dot, this dot, the this dot, this dot, this dot, the this dot, this dot, this dot, the this dot song. Never forget the this dot. This dot, this dot, this dot, this dot song. This dot, this dot, this dot, the this dot song. Never forget the this dot. This dot, this dot, this dot, the this dot, this dot, this dot, the this dot, this dot, this dot, the this dot song. Never forget the this dot. This dot, this dot, this dot, this dot song. Firework is not defined.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about the loud noises there. The loud sound. I didn't want to take too long of a break because I really want to get going with this and see if I can manage to. Is this live? Oh, it's still now. It's actually working. Okay, if I can get this to really do what I want it to do. All right. So I assume that some of you out there have much more experience with the Arduino than I do. But I'm just gonna do my best. I'm gonna try to. I think what I'll first do. Let me just see if I can individually address every single one of the dates and turn it on and off on my own. So that way I'll understand if I can really work with this. So it looks like I'm importing, I'm guessing, so this is C code where I'm importing these libraries. Oh, you're not seeing that. So let me go back to here. So looks like, and I think I can, I guess I'm just working in Arduino now. So let me move this over. And why? Does this camera, no, this way. I want you to see it perfectly. There we go. All right. I'm going to now do save as, and I'm going to save this as test pattern, everyday calendar. So looks like, well, first what I do to talk to it is set up serial begin 9600. This runs some initialize LED functionality, begin. Let's keep the startup animation because it's useful to see. And this is fading them out. I guess this does all the lights. So a way to address all the lights is through set brightness. So, but I'm going to take that out right now. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to worry about the touch functionality because I think I can work with that later. This is fading them in. And that's, yeah. So now what I want to do, boy, this is like Cal Touch X. Boy, is there, maybe there's some documentation that I can read here in the library. Or am I just meant to figure this out? Okay. So let me just do something. I don't want to worry about the button stuff now. So I'm going to get rid of all of that. Forget about the button stuff. Let's forget all about that for a second. This look, Cal Lights set LED month adjusted day. Month day offset. What is that? Is this like how many extra days there are in each month? Or how many fewer days? Fewer days in February. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. So this is doing them one at a time. Turning all the LEDs on. So if I do month, day, and true just turns it on. So if I were to do something like, you know what? I want to just make my own startup animation is the point here. So let me think about how I would do this. Let me just try. I just want to turn on one. Forget about the startup animation. And what happens if I just run this right now? Does this actually turn them on? Let's see. Like if I initialize the functionality, I guess I need the serial monitor open to see what's being printed out. Sketch started, sketch setup complete. How can I get it so that you can see this effectively? I think I'll just put this over here. That's fine. You can kind of see that. Oh, that's not good. Can I do this? This is kind of the best I can do right now. So now let me just see. Can I do Cal Lights set LED month adjusted day true. So if I said set LED month, I'm going to do is 0 or 1? 0. So I want to do, I'm going to do my birthday, which would be July, which would be July 29th. So July is 7, but I assume it's 6 because January is 0. True. So if I run this, and like serial print line, happy birthday. Let me just make sure it's actually going. The light go on? Oh yeah, no, oh, July 30th. It's June, is that June? July 30th is on. Can you see that? It's on, but it's the 28th. So let's try that again. I don't think this is going to be nearly as hard as I thought it was going to be. There we go, it's on. Beautiful. Okay, I know how to turn one on. Now if I do like delay 1,000, that would be 1 second. And then if I do false, that's going to turn it off. So it should be on just for 1 second. We're watching. Did you see that? Let me show you that again. That was so exciting. The 29 is going to go on, and it's going to go off. I can do anything I want. There's nothing I can't program here. I could make a server that talks serially to the Arduino. I could put the Arduino on the internet, and I can have people type things into the chat. There's so much I could do. I have a Twitter bot. Oh my goodness, Discord chat bot. So many possibilities. All right, let's start small. So to do the camera interaction, I would need a processing sketch and have processing talk serially to the Arduino. So I think that's that I got to save for later. I don't know if I'll be able to do that of today. The game of life is definitely possible. Is there a simpler? Well, first, actually, what I want to check is, can I set the brightness of an individual LED? Where do I find the API docs for this? Do they exist? I mean, I'm fine with just turning them on and off, but I would love to know if, I suppose I could just look here, like this is what I'm looking at, lights. Like if I look in the .h file, is that kind of like self-documenting in a way? Set LED, toggle LED, set brightness. So I don't think, doesn't look like I can set, oh, toggle is great. It doesn't look like I can set all an individual brightness. I can only set the brightness of all of them. Like, so for example, this set brightness is 200 the highest. 200. I assume that's the highest. Can I make it higher? Let's turn it to 11. 1100, what's going to happen? DVD logo bouncing. That's pretty great. Let's do a bouncing ball. Let's just think of it as a pixel grid. Yeah, let's do bouncing. Just so I understand it, let's do, so that, well, I can't tell if that's it. I'm assuming 200 is the brightest. So I think I can only set the brightness globally, but I can turn them on and off. And we have this point. I don't understand. How do I make, can I make a, so then do I do this? How do I do, I don't know how to program on the Arduino in C. Do I do that? It has an X and a Y. How do I use structures in C? Oh, this is so embarrassing. I mean, it's not embarrassing. Structure in C. Structure. Yeah. So show me how to make one. Struct books book. And then I copy something into it? That's weird. Int. Book ID. Okay, great. I see. So it looks like I can just use it almost like an object. So I can say, do I do it where? Can I make that struct point oh, I'm not showing my screen. Thank you, everybody. I'm gonna leave it here. Apologies. I'm gonna leave it here. I'm so sorry. So sorry. All right. Struct point ball dot x equals 0 ball, and then hold on. And then I'm gonna say ball.x equals 0, ball.y equals 0. And in loop, I'm going to, I think I also need, I'm going to need the previous location. I mean, it would make sense ultimately for me to just make a generic Arduino sketch that P5 can just send it, an X, a Y, and a state, and then because I can do so much more coding in P5 in terms of algorithms. But this is good. Let me explore learning how to write some of these algorithms just in Arduino, and then it actually, like, it doesn't have to be tethered. The game of life is going to be awesome, I think, on it. So, but let's do the bouncing ball first, just as practice. So now what I want to do is I want to take this and I want to, let's take this out. So we're going to do in loop, we're going to always set previous X, previous Y to false, and then ball X and ball Y to true. And then can I just say ball previous equals ball, or it's gonna be like pointer issues. So I think I just need to say previous X equals ball X, previous Y equals ball Y, and I'm just gonna do right now ball.x plus plus. So this should be like a little animation of just going across the top. Like it should start at the top left and should go across to the right and eventually die. Okay, point after struct. That's not how you do it. So I have to sneeze. So what did I do wrong here about how I declared my struct? Can I just do this? Yeah, I guess I just do that. It's going like super fast because I didn't put a delay in, like loop. Like if I want it to be like a 30 frames per second animation, then like 30 frames per second would be, what's the delay between frames? We want to get in 1 second, we want 30 of them. So like do a delay of like 33 milliseconds. Is that what I want? It's still going to be super fast. Yeah, it went across. Did you see it? Okay, so now I need a speed. Ooh, why is speed highlighting? That seems weird. Let's just use like velocity. And we'll say velocity.x equals 1, velocity.y equals 1. I should make these floats. Can I just do this? Is float a thing? And then I can actually have like smaller numbers. And then I can say I'm like remaking the nature of code here. And then what I can convert these to like an integer, right? So that should work. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what I get. Did you see that? It went sort of like jiggling down. So now if ball.x is greater than equal to 12, or ball.y ball.y is less than or equal to 0, no, sorry, ball.x, then velocity.x times equals -1. And then y, let's just say 30 and have that. So I'm going to bounce it off the edges. And let's see if this works. Okay. No match for, oh, you can't, that's not or? How do I do or? In C. Or in C. Operators. Or. Logical, or. Yeah. What did I do? Do I need like the parentheses around everything? Does it like just want more parentheses? Yeah, I guess that's it. I think it's not as flexible as JavaScript. Let's try this. I don't think it bounced. Wait, hold on. Expected. Oh, whoops. Let's see if it starts bouncing. This is kind of fun. So it doesn't really care if I try to give it spots that don't exist. So I could do the game of life and just consider this a total square. Yeah, but yes, I see that. The problem is the chat's like 30 seconds behind me, but thank you for correcting me. I don't know if this light is making it should be darker here for you to see it. I guess this light is fine on me. Cool. Okay. Now let's just go full on game of life. Okay. This is dedicated to the mathematician John Conway, who famously hated the game of life, but who created the game of life. Let's just get that to work. So I think what I'm going to do is just grab my processing code. So let me do save as, and I'm going to call this game of life. Oh my God, I have a brilliant idea. I can add the touch stuff so you can like put on a pattern and have it go. Oh, there's a cat. There might be a cat appearing soon in this live stream. Okay. All right. So let's now. So let me look for my game of life coding challenge. Let's go to here and let's look at the. You know what? I should look at the processing code because the processing code is going to be closer to what I'm doing here. So what good news is I don't need to worry about this resolution thing. So this is stuff that I need. So if you don't know what the game of life is, I probably should take a minute to explain it. For those of you who are watching, let me go to this version. This is a P5.js sketch running this particular pattern. It's known as a cellular automata, which I always say wrong, and everybody's told me a million times. Come here. Whoop, the cat ran away. What it is it's a system it's a grid, much like the calendar is a grid, and every cell of the grid is on or off. In this case, the on or off, or alive or dead, is visualized with a white square versus a black square. And whether it's on or off is determined by the configuration of its neighbors in a previous moment in time. So the idea is cells that are surrounded by life come to life. Cells that are not surrounded by life die out. But if there's too much life around it, it's overpopulated and it also dies out. So basically, you're looking for cells that have two or three. There's exact rules for it, and I have those in the code. They're not. So basically, we can see them right here. If I am a cell that state is 0, I'm dead, and I have exactly 3 neighbors alive, then I turn on. If I am alive, or my state is 1, and I have less than 2, too few neighbors, or more than 3, too many, I turn myself off. Otherwise, I stay with what I was before. So in many ways, this code should translate right over to Arduino. So let's go back to here. And I just don't know how to do like 2-dimensional arrays and all that stuff in C, but let's see if I can get it going. Now, this is interesting to me. Am I supposed to, when working with Arduino, really specify the kind of integer I want to use? Like int 16, is that like a 16-bit integer or something? It's not something that I usually think of. Let's get rid of this stuff. And let's see, like 2D array in C. Oh, so this is easy. Not easy, but I'm going to say int grid. And the grid has 12 across and 31. And I'm just going to do the calculations as if there were spots for all months went to 31. And they just won't light up, I assume. But I think that'll work. Cat is... No, the cat is like got a string. And I really don't think the cat should eat that string. Oops, sorry. Because if the cat eats that string, then I might have to... That could be very dangerous. No. Kitty, don't eat this string, okay? Oh, there's another USB hub. Okay, sorry about that. I've got to save the life of a cat. It's very important. Arthur is saying I prefer to use pointers. All right, well, I'll come back to that. All right, so now, so in the number of columns, I mean, can I do this? I don't know. All right, so now I need to, if I go back to my processing code, what I want to do is initialize them randomly to on or off. So let's get rid of all this stuff. Now, a lot of the API in Arduino is the same as in processing. So I'm kind of hoping this is just going to work. And then I should be able to say, and I shouldn't have deleted that because I want this. Whoops, what did I just do? Ah, where's my code? Oh, that's right. Let me just keep this. Let me grab this. And why not just try doing this? These should be, oh, these should actually be Boolean. Can I just do that? I'll leave them as integers because then I could just set it to its state here. Well, I'm going to be ridiculous. Everyone's going to hate me for this. But I'm a little stubborn. I'm going to do it this way. Don't eat that string. Evie. You're the most beautiful. This is the most beautiful cat. She's a calico cat. She never comes out. I don't think I've ever had her on a stream. But now she's leaving the attic. Let's see what this does. Array bound is not an integer constant. So these have to be constants. Like that. Constant int maybe? Will that work? Ball was not declared. Oh, I don't need any of this stuff now. And I don't even need this. Let's try this. So I should see just randomly that I've got a 50% chance of them being on or off. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so that's my initial game of life state. This isn't going to take very long. Awesome. Now let's go back, and I've got the algorithm worked out here. So basically, Oh, and I need to have next. All right, so I need to swap. So I also need to have next columns rows. And in draw, let's just grab the full processing code. And I apologize for, well, I don't apologize. I think this is the way to do it. You can watch the coding challenge if you want to see me code this all the way through. So basically, I don't need this. I'm going through all the columns. I'm checking the state. I need this count neighbors function, which is just counting all the neighbors, whether they're on or off. I don't need this honey drip. Oh, this is different. I need to do this. I should probably be using pointers, because then I can swap. I'm not doing this right. But let me just try to get it to work, and then I'll think about this. Can I do it like this? Ooh, this is weird. Grid equals net. Temp equals grid. Can I do this? Grid equals next, next equals grid. This is like a swapping algorithm. I need to swap them because I need to have the previous state and the earlier state, and I want them to just swap those back and forth. I have no idea if this is going to work. And then I need the count neighbors function, which I feel like, I guess I would do this again. This seems weird. It's got to be something seriously wrong here. Yeah, I should probably do this with pointers, but let's see if this works. I mean, what error am I going to get? All right. Invalid array assignment. I mean, another thing I could do is I could do what I was doing. It's just create a new one every time. Oh, no. Oh, because this is written. Well, let's try doing. Whoa, what is going on? How did I do this in processing? I did this in such a weird way. I draw all the grid, then I make next. I compute it based off of the grid. Got it. And then I say grid equals next. All right, let's try that. This is absurd, but let's see if it'll let me do it. I mean, this is like terrible memory management, and on the Arduino, this actually matters. But like, what if I were to just make a new array called next every time in loop, which is a terrible idea. And then I would say, I would initialize all those values, and then grid would just become next. Or should I copy it over? Oy. Next equals temp, not next equals grid. Oh, right, of course. So that, but let me try it this weird, silly way first. No. You can't just assign one of these to another. You could copy. I think I need to use pointers. Help, I need a lesson in pointers. Mem copy int next. Okay. Right. I got an idea. What if I do this, and then I just say, just initialize them all to 0, which I'm not sure is necessary. Then I take the grid and I do this, and then I do this. Like I make this a pointer, temp. Temp, it points to grid. Next is going to be temp. And then can I not do this? Grid becomes next. This is what I feel like I want to do. Cannot convert int 31 to int. Oh, should it just be 1 star? I don't know how to do pointers. I've done this in so long. Int and reference. Okay, people are telling me. PTRH, this is getting boring. It's not like the old days. It wasn't boring? I have to copy. Try using a for loop to copy each. Yeah, that's what I think I would do. Not common in C because C is not a language made for it. C doesn't have a deep copy. All right, I'm going to do it a very silly way because it's very little data, and I'm just going to make 3 of them. And so I probably should just make it a single array and then compute the index. But let's just initialize them all like this. Okay. And then we're going to do this where we calculate what next is based on it. And then I'm going to write a function. Copy next into temp. Grid. Hold on. So what was I doing before? If next is what I want, next is the next state. So I need to copy grid into temp. And then, actually, I don't care. I don't need to swap because I'm going to calculate it every value. So I can just say copy next into grid. That's it. I don't even need temp. Why do I need temp? I don't need temp. Am I wrong about that? Let's get rid of temp. And then let's write a function called, I'm going to just call it copy array. Copy array. Oh, what do I put as the arguments? Well, I guess I'll just do it manually here so I don't have to make it into a function. This is so silly, right? All I need to do now is say next ij, or grid ij equals next ij. And then and up here, I just need to get rid of this and set all the lights based on whether it's on or off. This should work. Let's see what happens. Low memory available, stability problems may occur. Global variables use 98% of dynamic memory. I can use mem copy next grid rows dot columns. That makes sense. Have I killed the Arduino? Let's try this. Is it getting to here? I'm a little concerned about this low memory. Static. What does that do? All right, so I shouldn't use a 2D array. This is very silly what I'm doing. Yeah, I agree with Violet. Why am I not getting anything? I don't see an error. Ooh. don't think I'm getting to... I guess it's just not working. All right. Oh, okay. Well, one thing is, this is ridiculous. I'm using like a huge integer to store a 0 or 1. So I should go back to using a Boolean, right? That's definitely one thing I should do. And then also, so let's do a couple things. One is, let's make these one-dimensional arrays. Is that how you make a one-dimensional array in C? And let's get rid of this. Let's not worry about loop right now. Let's take this. Let's. I guess I have to think about memory on an Arduino, which I never have to do. Okay, so now I'm making a one-dimensional array. I'm going to pick a random number. And there's got to be a correct way of doing this, but equals true. So let's do it this way. So let's see if this works. All right, let's see if this works. This is going to make much more sense. I'm only using 44% of memory. That's good. That's an improvement. There we go. Got a random configuration again. Awesome. So now I can make another array. And first, let me go through and set all of the lights to grid I plus j times columns. Let's make sure. Let's make sure this works and I see that it's looping. Oh. Do I have my columns and rows mixed up? I plus j times columns. No, I'm doing it correctly. Looping. Okay. Now, let's try figuring out equals state equals grid I plus j times columns. This is not being used, by the way. Count neighbors grid ij. So I'll deal with that function. If state, if not state, and neighbors is 3, it's true. If state and neighbors is either of these, then it's false. Otherwise, it stays as state. This should be the same, copy it all over. And then now, count neighbors. Columns times rows, x, y. Column, row. No, plus I can't add Booleans. So, if it's true, sum plus plus. And then I'm always taking out itself. Oh, shoot. Can I give it the state? Like what it's, I must have its state. Yeah. So then I can say after this, if state sum minus minus, because I don't want to count its own. This loop counts everything and it also wraps around. Yeah, it's like I'm doing some crazy stuff here to wrap around. I forgot about that. You can add booleans true and false or just type defs for 1 and 0. Oh, I did not know that. Well, too late now. Cannot convert boolean to int star for, where was that? Do I know what line of code that is? Can I do the verify thing? 88. Where are the line numbers? Oh. Count neighbors, grid, ij state. Oh, whoops. There's some extra junk here. So you're saying I can do this. Like this is something that I can do, but let's not do it right now. Oh. Cannot convert Boolean to... Oh. No. Int Boolean. Ah. There we go. What am I doing wrong here? Violet says just use memcopy to copy the array. Yeah. Turn on line numbers in settings. Display line numbers. Okay. Thank you. Oh, whoops. 63. This is, yeah. Columns, not rows. Okay. 55. Oh, I have so many places where I'm still doing this. Okay. Cannot convert Boolean, aka bool to int. I'm so confused about this argument here. You know what? All right, let's get rid of this. I don't need to pass in this state. That's just lazy, because I can just look up the state at x and y. If grid x plus y times columns, that should be the same thing, right? Oh. Count neighbors. Sum is 0. For argument 1 to int count neighbors. Grid I mean, I could just do this up here. I don't need a function. Grid is Boolean. Oh! 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 Ah! Thank you. It's been this all along. There we go. Ta-da! All right. I got it, everybody. There we go. Game of life on the everyday calendar. I think it's the game of life. Looks right. Can we tell if this is right? I should have given you a closer view of it. I think that's right. I'm running it again. It's not as visually apparent as I thought it might be. I guess the grid, the way the grid is laid out, they're not like, there's like a strange sort of spacing thing going on. Let's see here. I'm starting to get kind of tired. It's almost 6 o'clock. Oh, I'm sleepy. Let's see. 12, 31. I was thinking about this. I think it's actually running. Do I still have a delay in loop? Oh, I don't have the delay in loop anymore. Oh, yeah, it looks nice there because it's sort of smaller, further away. So what I would love to do is be able to touch it and then like affect one of the things and then it'll keep going. Turn down the other lights in my room. Okay. Turn this down. I'm turning all the lights off in here. Is it actually better like this? Where's my phone? Because let's see here. I'm going to turn all the lights off in here. Okay, everything's off now. There's sunlight coming in here because it's still light outside. Is there anything I can do with this? That turns the light on. Ooh. That's interesting. Whoa! Did not mean to do that. Probably could. Just want to see if I can make this look better. Darker. Yeah, that's maybe a little better. What's this one? Focus AF lock. I don't know what that does. All right. Let us now run it again. I think if I kind of come back, it'll focus more on me. There we go. John Conway's Game of Life on the Everyday Calendar. I mean, if I just go to here, no, there's too much glare on it. I'm going to block out the windows. All right. Remove the print statement in the loop. Yeah, I definitely need to do that. Is that slowing it down a lot? The calendar also has a brightness setting. I know. I think I set it to as bright as possible though, 200. Well, there's nothing I can't have it do here. The question is, what and why should I have it do? I want to get the touch thing working. Apparently random isn't random in Arduino and you have to use random seed. Yeah. Draw the card. There are no curtains. I don't think I can change the LED color. But I can add the touch interface, which I would really like to do. So let's try that. Maybe there's a better pattern that I should have done, but I think this is pretty good. But I don't know what this... I need to like random seed. Like if I do that or something, I'll get a different pattern. Snake game. Right. I can definitely play a game. Right? Enable a delay after the touch so you can touch several at a time. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking of doing, says Dave. All right, let's work on the touch. So let me go back to Simone's code. Let's go to the everyday calendar. And basically, I want to now add the touch aspect. So if I say touch configure touch begin, I don't care about the memory. So I'm not going to worry about that. Let's add in the configuration. Starting touch configuration. And then I don't care about this. Do I need this delay, or is that just to like, I think that's okay. I probably don't need that. So point previously held. Oh boy. Handle a button touch. If touch. Why do I care about all this? I just want to know, there's like a debounce counter. Interesting. Like, I feel like the API should handle this for me. So let's just try this. Like, I just want to try something. Do I do this in draw? Like in loop? Like I always check. This is in loop. Okay. So handle touch interaction. If touch. Like, let me just sort of see, like, if I can just say if touch, let me just reset the whole board. So if there's a touch, I'm going to reset the whole board. Otherwise I'm going to do the whatchamacallit, the game of life algorithm. So, like, if I just touch anything. Like, what if I just touch anything? Let's run this, which will reset the whole board. Is that going to work? 6 o'clock, people. All right. Running this. Low memory. Why am I using more? Am I using more and more memory every time I upload it? Like, is there a way I can clear it? Okay. So it's running the game of life. Now, in theory, if I come over, by the way, it's so beautiful in person. I'm a little bit sad that I don't have a good camera shot of it. I'm going to touch it. Yeah. So if I touch anything, it's resetting it. So that works. Don't else use early return. This will make it slow. Stop printing things. People don't like me to print things. All right, fine. All right. So now if I touch X. Oh, these are like specific things that you can touch to do things. What if I don't care about a debounce? Like, what if I just do like I turn the one I'm on, and then I also say, is it grid that I want to set here? Yeah. grid touch.x plus touch.y times the number of columns equals true. Like, what if I just do this? Let's see if this works. Oops. Request for member Y in touch, which is, oh, that's not how I get cal touch. It's called cal touch. Let's just try this. I'm not worrying about debouncing it. Okay. It's doing the game of, I'm going to let it sort of settle into, usually the game of life will ultimately settle into a fixed state. It could take quite a while, actually. Instead of a delay, try to make it start if you touch the first spot. Then you will have more control. All right. So it's really sad to me that you can't see this well. Sunset. All right. Ah, there we go. Look at that. That is cool. I mean, if I just press 1, it's just going to disappear. So I think whoever suggested that I build in a delay makes a lot of sense. Let's see. Could I just, if I just even just add a delay here, like if I just say, hey, wait like a second, so I could press 2 maybe? It's always doing the same pattern. You're right. How do I, what's wrong with my random? Let's look at Arduino random. Min max. Analog read 0. Ah. Is it always an integer? This is what's not clear to me. Long, okay. Let's try that. And then I don't think I need that floret. Does it need to be long? Let's try this. Okay. That's a different pattern, right? Have you memorized the pattern that it was before? I have another webcam and I'm sort of tempted. You know, I could also just out of curiosity, like, whoops, not audio recording. Like, what does the webcam here look like? Nah, that's not really. That's definitely not any better. Okay, so now it has ended up in a sort of fixed configuration. So I should be able to, whoa, what happened? Did this camera go off? Or it's just super dark? What just happened? Did I lose this camera again? Yeah, it looks like I did. Whoa. Oh, I moved it around, I guess. It's upside down, isn't it? Flip. Does it help if I turn this light on? Oops. No. All right. Let me go over here. Now I'm going to try to... What is wrong with this camera? So annoying. It's just like dying again. Sorry, everybody. I should really just get my other webcam. Nope. Wrong one. And flip. There we go. All right. Hopefully it's going to stay. So now I'm going to try pressing buttons on it. I want to see if I can get 2 with the delay. Stop, stop. Yeah. So I'm not... I should really force it to wait like a certain amount of time. Or I could just like have one of these buttons down here always be like stop and start. I think I have an idea. I have a sort of weird idea of the way that I want to handle this. I don't know if this is a smart way of doing it, but I hate having this delay here. So I'm going to create a variable called interaction, and it's false. Then I'm going to get I'm going to create a variable that's like called now. So if you touch it, interaction is true. If you touch it or interaction is true, and now is if not interaction. So the first time you touch it, then we set the time. Now equals the current millis. And then basically, if millis minus now is greater than, let's say, like, so I want to give myself like five seconds. I'm going to give myself a lot of time, 5 seconds. Then I can say interaction is false. So this should allow me to continuously touch it as long, and then if I haven't touched one for 5 seconds, it should go. And in fact, let's see if this is true by actually having them all start. Well, no, let me just run it. I was going to have them all start off, but let's see. I don't know if I made any mistakes in there. I definitely did. Millis minus now. Expected primary expression. Oh, there's like an extra parentheses there on line 59. Okay. All right, let's try this. Let's see. And then I want to see if I can kind of get the lighting better in here. All right. So the game of life is going, and I'm now going to walk over to it. Ah, it's so gorgeous. Oh, and of course, this camera's... Why? Why torturing me so? Ah, I don't understand. I hate this camera. I have a whole nother webcam. I should try that other webcam and see what kind of picture I get from it, because that would be better. All right. Let's walk over to it. Now, if I touch one, oh no, it started going immediately. It shouldn't have been able to go for 5 seconds. And this camera is just dead. All right, hold on. I'm getting another webcam. Have another webcam here. Let's try where... So do not have a very long... If I could get the code to work, actually, then I could get my USB extender. And I should just like hold it up. But hold on. Let me try to get this to work. I'm dealing with too many things right now. I do want the camera to work though, so let's just go over here and fix that real quick. Interestingly, you know what I should just do? This is what I'm going to do. Excuse me for a second. Well, I'm going to put this back. I have an interesting idea here. Bear with me. All right, so what I actually want to do is just hide this. And I want to go to video capture device, and I just want to add this camera again. So what I'm going to do, especially if I'm sitting over here, is I could turn off autofocus on the camera, and then it won't be focused on me. Whoops, what is this? Oh, that's the live poll thing. I mean, this is kind of silly what I'm doing, because it is the same view just blown up and the focus is not focused on it. But at least you will now see it. That's not really better. Anyway. Okay. Is there a way I could get it to focus back there? I mean, I could turn off the autofocus. All right. Let me get this to work. Why didn't this work? So if interaction is true, then don't do any of this calculation stuff. And it's the first time we come in here and interaction is false, we get the current time, and then set interaction to true. So any other time that we were here, as long as it hasn't been 5 seconds, interaction still has to be true. I mean, this doesn't have to be here. This could always be checking. I am wondering why I've got this wrong. Like, was 5 seconds not like, what if I did this? Like, it shouldn't be able to get down here. It shouldn't be able to do this for at least 50 seconds. If touch and interaction. Yeah, but I don't know if when touch gets set to false. So I appreciate that, Octopus. That is a very good suggestion. Anyway, I gave myself 50 seconds now. Right, so I should be able to touch it. It shouldn't be able to do anything for 50 seconds. Yeah. Okay, now it's working. 50 seconds is a long time. Was 5 seconds just not enough? Wish it wasn't so glary. I need like I'm gonna work on I'm gonna work on the camera stuff in a bit. Is Millie's not correct? It should start going at some point after 50. Has it been 50 seconds yet? What did I just do, by the way, that made it super? Yeah, if I stand like here, I give it. I just need to like. Oh, I just need to put up. It's the wind. It's the sun coming in the window over here. Look, now it's going again. So I think my code was right. Where? How can I? There we go. I'm holding up. Okay. Yeah. I'm blocking the window now. Now minus millis. So people are saying the if statement needs to check for now minus millis rather than millis minus now. I don't believe that's true, but I do believe that it should be unsigned long, because those numbers can get really high. Because, oh, and now interaction is false. I don't think I'm never going to get here. So I think this is good. Let's go back to 5 seconds again. And give myself another chance. I do see how anytime touch is true, this should get reset, even if interaction is not false. So that might be separating these two things out, might be useful. Yeah, actually, here we go. Sorry, this is like, this or here is a problem. So this is really what I want to do. As long, and this is just like, as long as it's not interaction, you can do all this stuff, which is actually what I want to say. Else if interaction, yeah, this makes more sense. So this makes more sense, I think, now, because what I'm doing is I'm saying, if I touch it, like that's a new moment. So get the current time, interaction is true. If I'm not touching it, like if it's been 5 seconds that I haven't touched it, then interaction can be false, and then I can go on and do the animation. I think this is better. I think this is going to be better. Let's give this a try. And I really have to. I don't want to turn this off because I want to do so many more things. But whoop, we've got a blinking light here. Thank you for the super chat, Jay. It is getting darker finally, so I feel like the good news of me taking a while to like finish streaming. So let's see. So now I should be able to touch it, and I've stopped it. Yep. So if I'm touching it, it's stopped. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000. All right. Now we are going to not have it be random. We are going to start it with it off. What's a better? I need to get a better view of it. Okay, so everything's off. I'm going to walk over here. So now I should be able to add a specific pattern, and then let that pattern go. You can't see that. Let me do it down here. You can see down here better. So this pattern in the game of life will oscillate between those two states. Now I don't have a toggle. That's unfortunate. So there's no way for me to ever turn these off. But I think if I put like something near it, I might be able to like give it something that would cause it to like just fade away. So I should add a toggle, possibly that, so that'll fade away. So I know I can do this. And that's going to fade away. Let's look for patterns in. Let's go. I believe there are. You know what would be really nice is actually do the Wolfram CAs because those scroll down. So there are very specific patterns like this one, but I really just want to do the glider gun, which I don't like the Right, so here's some patterns. There we go. Will you stop animating so I can look at you for a second? Beacon. So I should be able to do any of these now. Let's try... Blinker worked, right? I did the blinker. Let's try this... this one. So if I could just freeze this for a second, it's making me crazy. So I can like look at it. I think I sort of know what it is, but let's just try to create this. So let me zoom in on this here. So I'm going to make this on the calendar. So I need to do down, 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 and over here. So it should be, let's give it over here. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then this. Is that right? Let's see what happens. Uh-oh. Is my game of life out? Oh, no, is my game of, oh, I did it wrong. I did it wrong. Awesome. Okay, let's, let's see. This will probably make it disappear. I totally did it wrong. It's so funny. Oh, and you can't see it too up there. Can I just get a sheet and hang it over? Oh, wait, there is a curtain. I've never used this curtain. Hold on. We might have a cure to all of our problems. I'm a little bit afraid to do this. I hope you can. I'm trying to block out the sun, which is not a thing that I should normally do. Is it looking better? I have blocked out the sun. Ah! Everything's okay, everybody. Okay. I'm in the dark here. Okay, this should be better now. Now let me do it correctly. There we go. That was the correct pattern, I think. There we go. There it is. Game of life on the everyday calendar. Oh, this is very satisfying right now. Still the wrong. All right. All right, well, now this is great. All right, let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Okay. I am going to reset it. So I should probably have a reset button, but I can always just, since it's connected to the Arduino. So I can just unplug the Arduino, right? This thing is always running on it. That's the amazing thing about microcontrollers. Okay. Let's draw a heart. I can't draw a heart. Oh, this is terrible. What am I doing? I did not have a plan. That's the worst heart ever. It wasn't actually so bad if I had just gone up. And now we've got the game of life going. Why is it super slow? Like, what am I doing here in the code that has it running so slow? Anyone have any ideas? Like, I don't have a delay. I don't think I have a delay anywhere. I mean, I guess it's just these like nested loops are really slow on an Arduino. Anybody have any ideas? Off by one cell. I think it's just the looping over all the cells, which I'm doing multiple times. So is there a way I could make this more efficient? I suppose I don't need 2 loops because so this might make it more efficient, right? If I put this here, I don't need this extra loop. And then I'm also, oh, this probably is mem copy. Is mem copy? Do a column of 10 cells. What's the serial stuff? That's just all in the beginning though, so I think that's fine. Oh, like I don't need any of this? I don't need this. Because I don't need to print stuff anymore, because I know it works. Okay. How did I... Since when did I... Oh, that's from the... Oh, can I use a bool instead? Is that better? Should I be using a bool? Let's try this. Let's see what happens here. Oh, you can't see the code. I did it again. Sorry, everybody. I'm the worst. All right, so this is what I did. I'm so sorry. I changed from Boolean to bool, and I'm so sorry. And what I did is I got rid of that extra loop in loop. Oh, I'm the worst. Where I was setting the states, because if I'm calculating the next state, I could just set them here. I know. I'm going to fix it in a second. The chat's going a little nuts. I know. Well, it would actually not be so hard to set up an alert where you blink these LED lights for me that now have fallen to the floor. Let's see. Is this going to be faster? Not really. A little bit, maybe. Can't tell. Maybe all the debouncing in Simone's code is just for the calendar where it wants you to do like a long press, whereas I don't really need that for this. I don't feel like it's going any faster. In fact, it looks like it's going slow. Oh, it's weirdly you see it updating like in ripples. So now actually this is kind of a problem because by moving this here, it's kind of like updating as it's doing all these slower calculations. So I don't actually know if that really was such a good idea. Like it might have been better to do this all at once. What's so slow here? Is like calling this function and everything slow? Like, does that have a big overhead? Is mem copy, would that be better? It was faster? Yeah, you can see the looping. I sort of think I don't want to do that because that seemed weird to me. So I'm going to put this back. But I wonder if there's like a lot of overhead in calling this function. I mean, this is silly for me to like really try to obsessively optimize this right now. And I really, okay. Violet's typing. I'm going to wait for Violet. I think I need to stop because it's 6:30. I've been streaming for 3 hours. I will definitely be sharing the source code. And I'm trying to think of what the thing is, now that I have this working, like it's so tempting to just like try a different algorithm because but I think I need to let myself off the hook here. But I wanted to just see if memcopy was better. I don't know how to use memcopy. Well, that seems like maybe I don't want to try that right now. What was I want? Oh, what I wanted to do is not call this function. So what if I just took this and did that right here? So this would become J, this would become K. This is also, right, having this extra loop is kind of nuts. I could just manually check each neighbor. But I guess because I'm doing the wraparound, that would get tricky. I don't think so, though. Like this, I'm sure this could be improved. But let's just see if I don't put this in a separate function. I just count the neighbors right here. Let's see what happens. Let's set it back to random at the beginning, because that way it'll just do something immediately. Whoops. Oh. I don't have the state anymore. So this needs to be here. And then, well, I'm going to add the memcopy. I'm just going to see if this sum was not declared. $114. Oh, I don't need this function anymore. Let's see if this x plus y. Huh? Oh my God. IJ. I'm losing my mind. IJKN. That doesn't make any sense. I'm losing my mind here. Oh, I'm just going to use N. Well, this is awful. This is I. Oh, these could be X. X, Y. I'll do that. X, Y. X, Y. This is I plus X. This is J plus Y. And then this is grid. I and J again. And let's see what happens there. Oh my God, okay. Oh, calling functions is more than fast enough on the Arduino. Okay. Yeah, I think it's just like slow math. It's great that it's getting dark out now and it's looking so much nicer. And the blur, the fact that it's not in focus is actually kind of great. So what was the last thing I was going to try was memcopy. So maybe if I do memcopy grid next rows times columns. Let's see if that works. And improves the speed. K and L. I used J twice, but I think I fixed that by now, right? Yeah. Okay, I think this is the final version. It would be good to be able to toggle. So this turns it on. How do I get the state of one of them? Can I query it? Because it would be good to call the toggle. But if I toggle it off, I have to be able to change it in the grid. Do we know if in the code here, let's look at the library. And let's look at the lights. Oh, sorry, look at the .h file. See, I can't query it. I can toggle it, but it doesn't tell me what it is. So I'm gonna have to keep track of it myself. All right, I'm just gonna leave it. You have the state in the grid, don't you? I don't know what that means, but yeah, I think that means this. You can just do that. I don't know how much more efficient that will be, but let's do it. No, so I know how I can toggle it myself. I just wanted... I guess I know. I guess I'm keeping it perfectly in sync. So why not do this? And then set it. All right. Do I trust myself? Hold on. Let me just save it in a variable because this is very hard to read. So this is me manually toggling it. So if I get the state of wherever I touched, if my array is accurate, then I can toggle it in my array and set the LED to match it. Yeah, that should work. Okay, why not? I'm going to run this. Let me actually turn off the set them all to 0 again. Or why not? I'll let it run. All right, so now I'm going to see if I can manually toggle. Stop. Oh, you know what the problem is? I'm debouncing it. Now I know why Simone had the debounce code. I have to debounce it. You know, I could just be happy with like doing like quick taps. Good enough for me. But it's not great. Now I have to make sure you haven't touched it in a while. So it needs, I'm just going to add that as a to-do. I'm just going to add that as a to-do. Where is that? Here. In touch. There. This will be, let me put this code somewhere. So let's go to, should I make a GitLab account? I'm gonna go to Coding Train. And let's make a repo called Everyday Coding Train. Public code for Simone Yetch is everyday calendar experiments. Add a README. I'll leave this to be MIT license. Create this repo. And then let's add. Where did I put this? Documents, Arduino. Interesting. Where did I save this? Sketches. The every desktop. I saved it in the desktop. Okay. All right. Desktop. I am exhausted, but I can't believe this was actually successful. I didn't do what I set out to do, which was be able to like make it into a mirror, but I could do that next live stream, or might need to move on to something else. Sketches, game of life. Did I make my bouncing? Yeah, I'm gonna upload the bouncing ball too. All right, let's add this here. Anybody who's actually watching this actually have an everyday calendar? I'm curious. And I would really love to flesh this out to make sure it links to all of the appropriate Simone Yetch's things. And I guess I could start. Let's since it's like dark now and starting to look really nice. All right, people are asking to see this one go. So let me toggle all these. There's no debounce. So this is awful. Boy, terrible interaction. Boy, software is so, like, screen-based stuff is so easy compared to hardware. Okay, so let me put in the... That should hopefully do the... Can we think of something else called, besides gun? Glider, gliding sled? I'm going to call it something different. There it goes. And let's, just because why not, let's take a look at the bouncing ball, which I called this. Let me just rename it here. I think that was this test pattern. I call this bouncing ball. I kind of want to add gravity to it now. Like have it be like a nice, like a gravity thing. Slider. I don't think Simone is watching, but if she was, I would be like giddy because I'm a very big, huge fan. Let's open up this one. Let's make this a little bit nicer to like have it be. So goodbye, game of life. This is just the glider. Oh, it's not the glider gun because the gun is the thing that launches gliders. So I could just say glider perfectly. I just made the glider. Okay. Now let's upload this one just to see if it still works. There we go. So let's make this more physicsy. Oh boy, I'm gonna lose my mind. I want to like touch it and add them to it. I'm gonna add. Let's add gravity to this. Okay. Point gravity. So can I make a random floating point or no? Gravity.x equals 0. Gravity.y equals. Let's just do this. And then let me just get rid of all this stuff. And now I want to say velocity dot x equals velocity dot x gravity dot x velocity dot y plus equals gravity dot y. It's very funny to be coding in the dark here. We're setting the LED. And then we're checking the edges. Now here's the thing. I'm going to overdo this just because I don't want it to get stuck. And we're going to check. No, it doesn't need to be greater than or equal to. Is less than 0. Equals 0. If it's going down, I can just check y along the bottom. And I'm going to let it go to 31. Like I'm just going to consider the bottom 31. Then it going to reverse it. So let's see. Oh, and I actually put a delay in this one. This one is so fast that I'm actually controlling the frame rate. Okay, let's add some gravity here. Oops. What do I got here? Extra parentheses. Let's see what happens. I can't tell. Did the new one go in there? Doesn't seem to have any hold on. I mean, I haven't thought about... How do I know when it's reset? Okay. Tetris. Somebody already did Tetris on this. I don't think my gravity is working. It's also bouncing off the top, which it shouldn't do because I took that out. I feel like my code is not making it there. I can't stop doing this. Oh, thank you for your... thank you, Barta's Diver. Let's just see. It's gravity. Oh. Oh, cool. Well, I guess we'll keep going in case Simone wants to come say hello. That's exciting. I compiled it. I did not upload it. I do need to feed my children dinner at some point. They've been like... all right. Oh, there we go. Whoa, that gravity's a little bit nuts. Okay, okay. Let's make the gravity a little bit smaller. I just want to, okay. Oh, I'm just verifying it. That's what. Okay. I'm checking my... Power is off in 5 minutes to save energy. No! No! Don't! I don't want to say... I mean, I want to save energy. Yes. No, disable automatic standby. Yes, okay. Automatic standby. I don't know. My monitor might go off. Is the gravity working? Now it's too little. It's too little gravity. Let's make it a little bit bigger. So how could I make it that every time I touch the screen, I add another one? All right, let's do this. When it hits the bottom, let's have it lose a little speed. It's a very low resolution display, I'm realizing. But let's have it lose a little speed, because that will help us. It's going off the screen. Boing. 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 There we go. This is lovely. Okay. So I need to make an array of these. Can you do that? How do you make can you make is it a vector? How do I do the equivalent of like an array list in processing? Somebody in my family is going to come up and tell me I have to stop at some point. The dog needs to go for a walk. But now, like I'm checking my Twitter. Too much is going on. All right. This is pretty cool. An array is a vector. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to save this. I'm going to call this now. Save as bouncing balls. So if I already have this as a struct, can I make something like this, which is a particle? Can I do this? Can I do this? Oh, all of my physics simulations I can do all of a sudden. Go feed your children. No, no, no. I'm doing this. The children they can eat tomorrow. So now, if I just make a particle, P, how do I do this? Can I say P.pos.x? I just want to make sure this works first. Is there a previous? I need a previous. I'm just going to call it pre so that they all have the same number of letters, because that makes me so happy. Will this work? And then pause, pause. I hope I'm doing this right. I really don't know how to program in C Arduino. Pause. And this is acceleration now. If this works, I should be able to make an array and I could just add to it whenever I touch the thing, right? Can I do object-oriented programming? This is very meditative. I'm quite enjoying this. All right. Oh, the honey drip is still here. Let's get rid of the honey drip and the clear animation. That's much too sophisticated for me. Did I get everything? Let's see what happens. Oh, what? Expected. Oh, this needs like that. Particle has no member named gravity, so this is acceleration. Previous was not declared in the scope. Okay. Here we go. What do I do? Verify. Okay. Upload. Come on, little bouncing ball. Did I turn the light on myself, by the way? All right. So I got the bouncing ball. I can still be in the dark. Okay. All right. So now, how do I make like Arduino vector? It's in the reference. Read the documentation. Huh? Okay. Well, I could just make an array with a lot of them and recycle them. I'll just make an array with a lot of them. That's fine. And keep track. So how do I do that? I can now say, how do I make arrays again? How do I make an array in C? Type, array name, array size. Okay. Particle. Particles. Like, what if I let myself have like 100 of them? Is that going to be it? Do I have enough memory for that? Will that be a problem? Let's just start with like 10. It's got to be able to do 10, right? And so now, do I just do like a regular loop? Let's just make 10. Can I get a random float? This is a problem. You know what? I'm just going to do... I can't just do like random like I do in... Like if I do this or something. Do I have like columns and rows? Can I do something like this? This is like crazy. I don't understand how this works. All right, let's just do like 3 of them. They should each be doing exactly the same thing, but starting in a different spot. Total does not name a type. P was not declared in the scope. Oh, so now I need to say, oh, duh, okay. Particle P equals particles index I. I need to do that here too. I swear I'm going to be done soon. Okay. I know I don't need to. I was verifying just to check and then, okay. Let's see. That doesn't look good. Floor random calls. No, I don't think so. Not all the rows have a length. I know, but I have a pretend world where every month has 31. What if can I do, will this show me what I want to see? Serial monitor. Whoops. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. So that worked. Line 36, mistake. No. That's fine. P is a copy, not a reference. Oh, right. Do I need to do like this or something? I don't know, C. Or do I just paste this everywhere? Oh, okay. Could that be the problem? Why do I only see 1? Should there be 10, not 3? No, I changed it to 3. Let's get rid of all of this for a second. I should at least see 3. I should at least see 3 different ones, right? Zero. Ampersand. Oh, I do this? I haven't done this in so long. Okay. Yeah, I have to like dereference the pointer. And then I do this. I'm going to be done soon, I swear. Poor children. Okay. I'm so close. Nope. Article. I used to know this stuff so well. Like I really studied this C stuff, and I haven't done it since like probably 90. I'm not since like 2003. Does this have to like also? No, but I just want to see the three. I should see three different ones. I'm only getting at 0, 0. So let's see what I'm getting here. Like I should see 0.84, 0.84, 0.84. No. So I'm not doing it right. No. Why? Because I got different values here. Oh, same thing here? Same thing here. I made copies. Oh, okay. This is so confusing. This is why I just need to do this in P5 and then I guess I can do a lesson on pointers another time. Okay, great. There's my 3. Okay, awesome. So now I know. Let's have them all start in like at least the first 4 rows. Let's have their x velocity also be random. And so like negative 0.5 plus this. And the gravity will be the same. Okay, and now I should be able to put all this back. And can I do p dot pos replace with this? And then I'm just going to do them one at a time. It was just sort of silly because I'm afraid of just... Okay. And then what am I missing? This. This should be here. Okay. I think this is going to work. Oh, whoa, cool. Except somehow the turning it off is not happening. This is the next. Oh. I'm confused. Why did I not turn it off? So I need to turn the previous one off. Do I save it here? Previous is the pause, then I move it. Yeah, I think actually it needs to be up here. I think I was just in a weird place. There we go. There we go. It's like juggling. Did I just verify it? Oh, I keep doing that. Now I really feel like I need to add the thing where when you touch it, you add one. I'm going to do that. Then I'm done. Then I'm done. Oh, and there's 10. There's okay. Yeah, all right. So I'm going to do this. I just want to know, like, memory-wise, can it handle not enough memory? Not enough memory. So 15. It can handle 15. So now I just need to get the touch stuff. And then I'm really going to be done. Oh, I'm so addicted to doing this. I have to stop. Okay, is this my code? No, this is the wrong thing. Okay. I'm so close. This is this is the last thing I'm gonna do. I swear. Last thing. How do I get to my repositories? Just need the touch stuff. Repositories. I don't want the pinned ones. I want the most recent one. What did I call it? Did I put it under Shiftman? Everyday coding train. Where's that code? I just need to find it. Oh, I put it in Shiftman. Whoops. I meant to move this in coding train. I'll move this into coding train later. But let me just get the touch stuff. So all I need is this. Then if touch, and then I get cal touch x. I'm just going to grab this. If touch, I'm not. Particle par. How do I initialize one? I just do it like the way I was going to do it up here. Okay, let's try this. It's a very silly way of doing it. Par.x equals cal touch.x, right? Par.y equals cal touch.y. Then par.pause.x. And then same with par.pre. And then okay, so this makes a new particle. So when I touch it, I get a new particle, and then particles counter. Can I do this? Do I need some kind of pointery stuff there? Will this work? Especially if I have a counter set to 0. Then as soon as I do this, I say counter plus plus, and then I just only go through the counter, and then I can say actually counter equals counter plus 1 modulo total, right? What's the chance I've gotten this right? Here's some of this stuff. All right. What do we think, people? Verify. Total was not declared. Where's that? Oh, total. Error compile 1 counter, multiple definition of counter. That's probably like a built-in word. P index. Oh, this is a problem though. If it gets to be oh, let's just do it this way. It's fine. Well, it'll just restart. I don't mind. I don't care. It'll restart once you get to 15. Okay. All right, everybody. This is the last thing I'm going to do. If somebody wants to like GIF this, if it works, make a GIF recording of me doing this and you can capture it for like social media. Yep, right? I touch it, then I add one. It seems to be running kind of slow. Let's get rid of that delay. Oh, I've got like, what's going on here? Oh boy, I'm accessing some place that doesn't exist. Anybody know what I'd be getting this? I don't, yeah. What did I do wrong? Well, can I turn off just the serial print and I'll let it like access the bad memory and see if that speeds it up? P index equals min total minus 1. Oh, that's a great idea. No, but I can't do it P index. I got to do another variable. So I can do, thank you for that though, which is here, which is saying like int end equals minimum P index total minus 1. I think end is a built-in end P. Let's call it that. Right? That should work. Set to 0. All right, par dat no. All right, let's see. There is a decay, it's just very little. So especially now that I'm doing it, I should put a bigger decay on them. And I really got to stop. I mean, this is insane. This is like a 4-hour live stream now. I did not mean to do this. Let's get rid of this delay. Just see if it runs faster. I'm going to have to fix the memory issue. It's so unbelievably dark now in here. Let me just turn a little light on. The opposite problem is true. And I got to get my iPad I was charging so I can play some music again. I can't see anything. I'll turn on this light just for a second. I know that's going to be a shock. because I'm about to finish up. I'll let this go. All right. Let's see here. The children are out hunting for food with the dog. Oh, the poor dog. This is not the record, but it is approaching it. I'm sure there's been longer ones. Okay. There we go. Little physics in the everyday calendar. Let's see if I can. All right, this is going to be my. Does it look nicer if I do this? And then you can kind of, yeah, let's just, or should I leave? I just want to like make a nice little, well, that doesn't make any sense to do. I guess it's nice having the code there. Let's do this. I just want to leave you all with a nice visual. So let's put this here and let's upload it again. I don't know what I'm doing anymore with myself. Lost my mind. All right, just go back to here. Oh, let's go back to here. Okay, ready? This is it. This is going to say goodbye, everyone. Put on some nice quiet music. All right, goodbye, everybody. I can't even like answer questions or do anything else. I just have to go, and I'm gonna put on this. Welcome to Passengers. Perfect timing. Oh. Well, look what happened when I get to 15. I don't know what happened there. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful day. I kind of want to leave you with this, but I don't really know how to do that. Let me just, I'm going to go to, just bear with me. I'm going to go to this end screen, and I'm going to add, I'm going to do something very unorthodox here. So I'm going to add a camera source. I can't believe what's happened to me here. Okay. Is this, oh, this is not an active camera that's plugged into anything. Interesting. Wow, this really looks, all right, let's try this. What is that? What's this? Okay. This will be our little goodbye screen, and you can watch this go. Anybody wants to capture a nice GIF of this to share once I get it really going? You're welcome to. Should I have a little bit of light so you can kind of see it? No. How about if I just... Who suggested I bounce the light off the ceiling? Ah, there we go! It's kind of nice. Just curious, like, what does it look like here now? Oh, that's really nice. I could have been doing this the whole time. Oh well, what's wrong with me? All right, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. I'm muting my microphone. I am signing off. I'm going to play you some music and I'm going to let it bounce around. Please enjoy, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend and all that stuff. And let me just upload it fresh. Get ready to capture. You got an exciting moment to capture. In 3, 2, 1. Mute my microphone. As always, I always forget the this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, son. This dot, this dot, this dot. Never forget this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, son. This dot, this dot, this dot. Never forget this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do dot, this dot, this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, son. This dot, this dot, this dot. Never forget this dot. This dot, this dot, this dot. Never forget this dot. I'm gonna do this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, the this dot song. Never forget the this dot. Somebody compose that song for me. Unicorns and rainbows and cupcakes. What else is there? Yes, kittens. Thank you very much. Kittens and rainbows and cupcakes. Notice that. Look what I get. I'm really losing my mind. Okay, let's do it. Just sort of like a nice feeling of relaxation. Everything's going to be okay today. Dream is not broken. It has not frozen. This is a wonderful thing. Okay, we're going to do it. I'm really getting to something. I need my sound effect. Unicorns and rainbows and cupcakes. What else is there? Unicorns and rainbows and cupcakes. That was invalid syntax. I forgot. There was one other thing here that I think is important that I will use continuously over and over again in all sorts of text generation analysis things. That I will use continuously over and over again. The first thing I need to do is, yes, kittens. Kittens, kittens. I'm really losing my mind. Okay, we're gonna do it.
Kittens and kittens and kittens and kittens. 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 Kittens and kittens and kittens and dots the darn ya.